All right, sparks flying on Capitol Hill yesterday as the IRS commissioner sat before Congress.
Lois Lerner won't talk to us. She'll talk to the Justice Department because she knows that investigation. She'll talk to the people who can put her in jail, but she won't talk to us. And the guy who can give us the emails won't give us the emails.
Whether or not you think we need something or we ought to have it or that we're on a wild goose chase, frankly, I could care less what you think about that. Our subpoena is our subpoena. If you don't like it, move to quash it.
When you have a duly issued subpoena, you comply with it. It's not optional.
But they're not. Among those asking tough questions was the chair of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, California Congressman Issa. Chairman, first off, why is it that Lois Lerner and that commissioner in particular are able to stiff-arm you guys?
Well, as you know, the commissioner is a political appointee, and he's been sold to us as somehow a career professional that would be above the fray. But let's just put it in perspective. To deliver all of Lois Lerner's emails has to be at least as easy as to deliver 12 years of my emails. I ordered all my emails to be put on a thumb drive a couple of days ago. It took less than an hour. So when the commissioner is talking about it could take years, and we're saying, give us Lois Lerner's emails, he's talking about the difference between 1 hour of an IT worker's time and the time it takes for them to redact away what they are uncomfortable giving to us. And for the most part, the vast majority of these emails have no IRS limited information and should be delivered in hours, not years.
Chairman, what you need is you need some type of threat of retribution. But it doesn't seem as though you have it. Your committee has it. What could you do if they continue to stonewall you?
Well, our tools in Congress are limited. Sometimes the biggest tool we have is to shame the administration. That's not our goal. Our goal with Lois Lerner was to get her to tell. We still are hoping to get her to proffer through her attorney something that would be useful, since she has waived her Fifth Amendment. She clearly testified, then took the Fifth, then testified some more. And we'd like her to do that, particularly because she's answering questions to the Department of Justice, who could put her in jail. She doesn't seem to be willing to answer questions to Congress, who simply want to get to the truth.
Right. You had a deal a couple of weeks ago. What happened to that deal? Have you been reapproached by her attorneys?
Well, now, I don't want to say anything bad about the legal profession, but we've had claims that there would be a deal from her attorney. Each time he's come in to talk about a proffer, he said she's innocent and misunderstood. Brian, she's not innocent. She's not misunderstood. Her emails are telling of what she was doing, and we'd like to know why she was doing it, what her goals are, and if there's something innocent behind talking about political agenda and doing something on behalf of the FEC, we'd like to have that explained here. Or if not, she may have to explain it in front of a judge.
Well, here's the other thing. There's about 19 Tea Party organizations that are still waiting to get the okay from the IRS. So this thing, not only don't we know what happened, we don't know what's happening. Here's Trey Gowdy last night on the record with Greta on the same topic.
The suggestion that I gave both in a Benghazi meeting this morning and to Chairman Issa is this, and this is what I would do if I was running the show. Commissioner, you're going to come back next Wednesday, and you're going to sit at that table until we get the documents we asked for. And if we don't get them that day, then you're going to come back the next day, and you're going to stay with us until we get the document.
What do you think about that? Would you do what he's asking you to do?
Well, Trey Gowdy has been a U.S. attorney, a career prosecutor. He knows his job. And there is a certain amount of merit to, if we cannot get the information in a timely fashion, asking for the custodian of the records, in this case the commissioner, to come back periodically and answer the very limited question of, why is it taking so long to go from an hour worth of data collection to turning it over? Yesterday, I remember Trey specifically said, how long would it take to just give us her January emails? Remember, this is one person's emails, and this is a person who said they couldn't use the government email very often because it was cumbersome, so she used private email to do government business. We've already got the private emails. We want the rest of the government emails because we think that the American people should know why she did what she did in addition to what she did.
Right. And finally, I watched us come together when it comes to sanctions on Ukraine, Democrats and Republicans. What about Congressman Cummings coming together, see the urgency here in not using the IRS for political reasons and rallying behind you to get this information? Will that happen?
You know, so far we've had very little cooperation at all from Elijah Cummings on any investigation. He seems to think they either are phony or they need to end in about a week to a month. I will say that Stephen Lynch, Congressman Lynch from Massachusetts yesterday, was much more supportive of, look, we've had enough time, just give us the paperwork, let's put this behind us by seeing all the facts. And I think that was helpful when at least one Democrat said, why can't you just give us the documents to look at, particularly when you have someone who takes the fifth in front of Congress?
I know. You know, Congressman Lynch has been strong on a lot of issues. Hopefully he'll come across again. Always great to see you, Chairman. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.